survivor. I actually feel kind of bad for her, because she was, like, all kick-ass. Like, out of all the apprentices, she was, like, I would say the most gung-ho. Albino is just fucking insane. And then her dad just straight up turned around and was like, yeah, sorry, kid. Nothing personnel, and just fucking...
A little sacrifice ain't nothing when it's for family.
That is exactly what Matthias said. No! Oh my... That was fucking awful, dude. Also, the fact that, like, that entire little blip cutscene is in the fucking anniversary thing. Wait, this for the child? This is cruel. Come on.
You kind of need a lot of medical equipment when you get cut in half.
No! She got K-Corp ampule. She's fine. No. The place Homenheim led us to looked less like a recovery ward and more like an interrogation chamber. Though every single medical equipment installed around seemed to be state-of-the-art. This place looks well-equipped. Probably a direct order from upper management. Although technologies to restore lost body parts are common enough in the city, a facility of this kind is required to preserve the original form of her lower body in the reconstruction process while keeping the cost reasonable. Reasonable, huh? Do I want to ask how expensive the other options are if this counts as reasonable? No. No, you don't want to. A windowless room thick with the sharp scent of medicine tools. Oh. Oh. That looks fucking painful. Kira was sitting on the bed at the center of the room, kicking her feet as she regarded us. For someone recovering from bisection, she didn't look much different from how she'd appeared when I'd seen her with the Sinner's shared vision. She was captured alive for the extraction of information, yes? How far along is the progress of the extraction?
It hasn't begun yet, or hasn't yet begun, actually. We are waiting until the lines of information that warrant questioning can be isolated. So far, all available personnel have been fully engaged in analyzing the documents and items discovered in the House of Spiders.
And what you even doing here?
There is work to be done contingent upon information obtainable only from a recent inhabitant of the House of Spiders. And following a discussion with the upper management, I have decided to put you to use as the company had originally intended.
No TV, no comic books, just a super prickly glare and a cold shoulder whenever I ask for something to pass the time. And now you suddenly need my help, huh? Give me one reason I should cooperate. Oh, I was like... Homenheim didn't so much as twitch an eyebrow at Kira's biting tone. He merely gave her a nod with a steely, irritable expression.
I didn't ask for your help. Put you to use, I believe is what I said.
What?
Your survival is not incidental. It is the result of a calculation. The company anticipates a potential profit by keeping you alive. Expected gain, as the term goes.
Dude, he's locked in.
Bro.
Alright, Homenheim.
She's part of the group that killed her homie.
Alright, Homenheim, listen. This child is not the reason you lost Martin, my guy. That was...
You're right, it's Dante's fault.
I looked over and squinted at your PNG. And you didn't see that, but I just thought I should let you know.
Without such a forecast on the company's part, you would have already been disposed of. The upper management consists of people who would be disinclined to tolerate the daily maintenance and depreciation costs of this room, even at half their current numbers. Which brings us to our next point. Should you insist on maintaining this uncooperative attitude, the company may decide to convene a meeting to reassess your worth, or shall we say, lack thereof, in its projected income statement. Well, suffice to say that such a reassessment would skew heavily against your favor. The outcome would be a recommendation for immediate disposal.
Homenheim always had a way with words that could prickle and sting. But with Kira, it almost felt as if he traded the usual thorn off for a sharper knife, intent on twisting it right where it hurt. I'm dead meat as soon as my usefulness runs out anyway. It's not like you're gonna let me live, not after I killed a bazillion of your guys. No deep sigh?
Yeah. So you anticipated some form of corporate level retaliatory response against your person. That is indeed a curious line of reasoning. Then I must tell you that, unlike your typical backstreet syndicate, such as the Middle, corporate entities of the city tend to avoid choices that may incur losses.
The value of the information that could be extracted from an apprentice of the Middle, combat prowess honed under the tutelage of Great Brother of the Middle, these two considerations are likely what increase your value in the eyes of the company. Oh fuck. No. Ha, y'all got zero self-respect, huh?
You should consider yourself fortunate.
Huh? The heck are you on about?
Other companies would not solicit your cooperation by means of a verbal exchange. Your interrogator would simply open your cranium, harvest your brain, and extract any and all necessary information without going through intermediary steps such as this. Even without resorting to such methods, the range of available means to compel the disclosure of information is practically limitless. True serums, hypnotic suggestions, electric shocks, and simulations, and of course, procedures utilizing distortions and abnormalities. That being said, the LCE department prefers to distance itself from such uncivilized approach that may entail complications and after effects. I do hope that we share a similar predilection.
You're so freaking annoying, you know that, mister?
The feeling is entirely mutual.
Dude, he's gonna go insane! Homenheim, distort. No.
He already did that once.
No, he's gonna do it again, bro.
He tried it out.
Homenheim, Distortion EX. I don't know. Leaving the biting chill of his threats to sink in, Homenheim turned toward the exit.
Give her some push and bring her along. I don't quite seem to be myself today. No, disregard that. That too was a rather foolish thing to say. I will defer this matter to you, manager. Work of this sort likely falls more within your capabilities than my own.
And with that, Homenheim stepped out of the room, leaving me to deal with Kira. His reaction was understandable. The LCE had only just finished laying its dead researchers to rest. Kira was probably the last person anyone would want to face right now, much less speak to. What should I even say to persuade her? This is gonna go horribly. I was still caught in the thought when someone quite unexpectedly made her way to Kira. Yoshihide? You? Heard you got stabbed in the back by Matthias. That's not true. Papa wasn't landing a fatal blow unless he cut through me, too. That's why he did exactly that, to aim for the enemy's head. Besides, he made the right choice. A little sacrifice ain't a thing in a family. Family. Coming from him? A middle mutt thrown out of his kennel? Doesn't it sound ridiculous even to you? That's... thrown out. That fucker Matthias. Only a GB... was a GB only by technicality. He fucked up badly. He was still family by name, but underneath it, everyone hoped he'd disappear quietly on his own. He was that family member nobody wanted around. Same treatment for me, being his brat. Not surprising, it's the bowl cut, too. Same taste? Oh, young Ryoshi, could it be that thou also dost harbor a passionate zeal for fix... I quickly clapped a hand over Don Quixote's mouth as she smoothly chimed in the conversation. So what exactly is your point? The point is you're taking too long. You can't decide whether you want to live or die. I can shorten that as CQ, or I'll sink. Why? What does that mean? Cooperate quietly, or I'll snap your neck completely right this instant. Sink isn't such a bad way to go. You know, I'm taking that loyalty act straight. Brave. This is so crappy. Whatever, I get it. Okay, I'll talk if that's what you want. So bad. That actually worked. Fixers who go out in a blaze of glory aren't actually the strong ones. It's the ones who survive. The ones who live to see another day and keep getting stronger. Anyway, Yoshi, what's up with you talking in weird-ass abbreviations? Like, sink. That's so random. Who even says that? Ryoshi didn't bother to reply, and simply chewed on the mouth end of her cigarette. But is this really the right call? To her, we're probably people she needs to settle the score with. As if. Half her tattoos are gone, Clock. They even confiscated her book. You think the middle sorry excuse for loyalty means so much for this trade? She'd bite us? Besides. No better... Besides, no. Better hear it from her instead. Hey, tell me why Matthias kicked the bucket. That's cause... Well, cause Papa was weaker than y'all. Yeah, you're the jerk sprat, alright. Kira pushed herself up from the bed with a sour face, but at least she didn't argue back. We called Homenheim, who'd been waiting outside, back in. Ziggy.
Oh, eyes muted. I assume the prisoner was successfully persuaded. Come, you will find your weapon on the table. You may use it in the event of an emergency.
What the hell? I can't even unsheath it.
You won't be able to use it without authorization. The code has been slightly adjusted. Now then, let us head to the House of Spiders at once. The back door is up and waiting for us.
We made our way to the House of Spiders, with Kira trailing behind us, looking like she was smelling something particularly fishy on us. Huh? Why did they word it like that?